Hello, everyone, and welcome to, oh my gosh, it's almost the end of day 8, actually, but of the Juice Fast part of my broken road to Ironman. I'm Tim Kaufman. I have lost 200 pounds on whole food, plant-based lifestyle. I have turned into kind of an athlete, and about 2 years ago, I'm an EDS patient, an Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome patient. My body started breaking down from injury and just age, really. So I've had to deal with a spine surgery, tumor removal, an ankle fusion, and just a couple weeks ago, they had to reattach a muscle to my bone and move a nerve in my arm. So I strongly suggest you do not follow my training program for Ironman Lake Placid. I strongly, for now, don't suggest that you follow my nutrition plan because I am starting the year off with a 30-day juice fast while I'm training, which I can't find any info out, so I'm kind of my own science experiment. And I have a very unconventional way to Ironman. So since today is a recovery day, that frees up some time to give you some results of the past 7 days. Today was a rest day, recovery day. I got up in the morning and went for a lovely walk with my wife. It was a little chilly here in Buffalo, but we had a great walk. We covered, I don't know, a couple miles together maybe, and just kind of started our morning off. So it was really nice. My legs are still a little bit sore from the week. My week tally, I can show you. I did 96 miles this week on the bike and 13.8. We'll call it a run, but the runs are really just brisk walks on the treadmill at a 5% incline because I cannot jar my elbow around with a fresh surgery. And not only that, if you follow along till I get closer to Ironman, I probably really won't start really running any kind of pace till about maybe 3 months out. I'm going to try to do minimal running just to save my ankle, and it's kind of weird to run on a fusion. Anyways, if I destroy my bike, if I destroy the bike course, I really won't need to run too fast. And the swim, I'm not a real strong swimmer, but I'll be able to get through that no problem. That said, let's get to some numbers and results. Here's what I want to talk about. I thought that maybe you guys would be interested in hunger, fatigue, how much juice I'm consuming, some numbers, which I already shared with you, if I'm dizzy or foggy, energy levels, and we'll talk about the bathroom. We'll do that last in case you want to take off. But first of all, hunger. Hunger has not been an issue. Today was a little rough because I had to make this beautiful freaking lasagna, and I couldn't even taste it. Also, we had the Bills game today on, and my wife bought a pizza, obviously with no cheese. She bought a big veggie pizza for the family, and they all shared that. And I sipped my green juice, and then I had to make this lovely lasagna. So it was a tough, I don't think I was hungry, but I just wanted to taste the food because it looked delicious. So there's that. I've done really well with hunger. And I'll talk about a couple things that have helped me. I honestly haven't been consuming as much juice as I thought I would. My juice is very boring. It's not very Instagram worthy because I'm kind of cheating. We have a friend with a commercial juicer, so we made about 20 gallons of the same juice. I took it right out of the press, put it in my freezer and froze it, and then I thaw them as needed. So it's not very fancy. I think, though, that repetitive juice, I think there is some kind of quality to that. Just because boring is good, right? Boring is good because it resets my palate, it resets my taste buds. Fatigue, I was really tired this morning, to be honest with you, but I stacked a bunch of workouts so I could stretch my recovery. I talked about that in the last video. But I haven't really been fatigued. I was a little lightheaded this morning. I woke up and I actually drank 3 juices. They're about 14 ounces a piece. So that's more than I usually would drink. That's about a day's worth, really. I had a bunch of tea, and one of the things that's weird is water. So I know they say like the standard is you should drink one water for every juice. So basically, you should do equal parts. I've never really done that. I drink when I'm thirsty, but as I've been training, I've been drinking an obscene amount of water. The long bike ride I did, I think it was like 32-ish miles. I figured it out when I was done. I had over a gallon of water on that ride, and I normally, if I would drink a gallon of water, my stomach would feel gross. I'd feel like I was in an aquarium with legs. So for some reason, my body wanted a lot of water. I was sweating a lot, and I was taking some salts in as well. But if I'm thirsty, I'm gonna drink water. I need to stay really hydrated without washing my electrolytes out. Dizziness, I talked about that. Let's talk about the bathroom. This is kind of weird. I have to get this under control because it's really starting to hamper my sleeping. I feel like I'm peeing all the time, probably because I'm drinking all the time. But I need to start setting an alarm on my clock to say, maybe 6 o'clock, I got to shut down the liquids because I'm literally getting up 4 and 5 times a night. I feel like I just get in a good sleep. Plus, I was in a cast for so long, so I know I lost sleep just from discomfort. So I need to start backing off liquids earlier. Maybe it's because I'm getting old and I'm up all night peeing. So that's that. And then the other part of the bathroom talk, it's been 3 days since I went number 2. Today, this is really gross, but yeah, it's kind of weird that your body, since there's no fiber to push through you kind of stop pooping, to be honest with you. So that's the things that I thought were important to talk about. Probably the number one thing that people would want to know is the weight. I'm really kind of trying not to focus on the weight. I will say this, I was quite shocked when I stood on the scale because typically when I've done juice fast before, I lose about a pound a day, which is pretty cool. I was way over a pound a day. Now, I could tell you that I will probably, what will happen is I'll lose a bunch, probably honestly from the lack of salt in my diet. I'll probably push a lot of inflammation out, and that water that I'm holding on to, even though I am supplementing with salt, I'm sweating a lot. So I would expect I will see a plateau. I will see a dip. And I know in juice fasts I've done before, further on down the fast, the longer you get into it, many times you don't even lose weight anymore. So I'm not really focused on the scale. That's not my thing. I'm focused on the nutrients from my juice to heal my arm up so I can hopefully get back in the pool here in about a month. And that's my 7-day update. I appreciate everyone following along. I'm kind of doing this on my YouTube channel. Because I have much bigger outlets, platforms that we have hundreds of thousands of followers on. I like YouTube because I have very few followers. So it's kind of my place just to be me and do what I want and not have people yelling at me. So if you like this and you want to get notified when another one comes on, I'm going to try to do as many as I can. I have, I think, 197 days left till I toe the line of Ironman Lake Placid, and I'd love to have you guys follow along, even if it's not daily. Maybe as I go on, it'll be a little less frequent than daily, but let's see what happens. I at least want to push. This is one of my commitments, to walk 30 minutes, do my juice fast for 30 days, and I hope that I can keep up with these videos for 30 days in a row, as well as keep up with my training plan from Trainer Road on my bicycle. So that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. I know I got a really long day tomorrow. I have a meeting after work, and then I have to do a presentation. So I'm going to have a really late bike ride, and this bike ride, I already looked at it. The bike ride is going to suck. It's super high wattage intervals, but we'll get through it. And if I can't, I can't. But until next time, see ya.